Let us pray. Holy God, great physician, healer of body, mind, and spirit, we're here this afternoon to honor the traditions and practices of higher education as lived out in Union Commonwealth University's mission, to honor the traditions and practices of nursing as enshrined in the Nightingale Pledge and the Nursing Pen, and to honor these graduating seniors. You give to us the good gifts of care, of healing, and of love. And you have given these students to us as gifts for the time they have been with us. So it is with great joy and a hint of sadness to see them graduate and to go out into the world as ambassadors of Union. Bless them with sharp minds, gentle hands, and warm hearts. Be with us this afternoon as we honor them and share their special moment. Amen.
Welcome to the Union Commonwealth University Edna Jenkins Mann School of Nursing Pennon Ceremony. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of our graduating class of 2025. Students, this is a time to reflect on your accomplishments, celebrate your dedication, and embrace the bright future you have ahead. I'm Dr. Lisa Abner, the Dean of the Nursing Program, and it's an honor to be with all of you today. This ceremony represents the conclusion of years of hard work and commitment to the profession of nursing. Today, we come together not only to recognize your academic achievements, but to honor the impact you will soon have in the lives of families, individuals, and communities everywhere. At the Edna Jenkins Mann School of Nursing, our mission is to attract, develop, and retain outstanding students who are passionate about the art and science of nursing and committed to lifelong learning. We recognize these qualities in our BSN graduates, and we cannot be more pleased with your growth and your success. Our nursing program began in 2010 with the RN to BSN track, inspired by the vision of Miss Edna Jenkins Mann. In 2012, Union expanded to include the pre-licensure BSN program. And our first cohort of pre-licensure nursing students graduated May 2016. We're deeply grateful to Miss Edna Jenkins Mann for her continual vision and belief in the mission of the school. Although Miss Edna could not be with us in person today, she, her husband Gerald, her daughter Terry, and Queenie had the opportunity to visit with our graduating class on April 25th, 2025. We're excited to share a short video highlighting these special moments. If you know anything about me, I usually have my camera, I'm taking pictures and video. So Jesse's gonna play the video. She is watching tonight as well, live stream.
At the beginning, that I'm as proud of you as if you belong to me.
Love to see young people like you getting a nursing education.
And really thrilled at the guys who get involved. Because every hospital needs some guys.
If there's a young person that wants to be a nurse and they have the qualifications, and we don't turn them away. It's been really gratifying.
You guys know what you did.
And when I get sick, I want a Union University nurse. Because you have such a good reputation. I know I'd be taken good care of.
Before I came here, I was at Georgetown College. I was majoring in biomedical science, thinking that I wanted to be a doctor. I came here and I've enjoyed the nursing program. Like, I've learned so much. Like, I'm so glad that I made this decision because nurses are with the patients more so than a doctor. So I just want to thank you. It's felt like home here for sure. It's been a great transition, and
The
I've
nurse
enjoyed all
sees
my
the
time.
patient many more times
Yes.
than the doctor does.
Yes. A little too thick to slide under the door. We wouldn't be nurses without you guys. So that's the truth. And Union is definitely a
I had
family.
occasion to be in the hospital for 9 days this past year, so I know what nurses do for you. And I
We're here because of you,
Nice
girlfriend.
of you. Nice of you saying so.
Doors for me. Like, without me being in this program, I wouldn't have got to do like theater and justice leaders and all the things that I got to do.
would happen.
Anyway, yeah. So outside of the program, I've got to do a lot too, but it's because of the program, because I'm here, if that makes sense. So it's opened a lot of doors for me, especially like now that I'm making a big move after graduation and things like that. So you all helped me
You
out.
got a job ahead of you.
We hope you
I'm
enjoy it.
excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm too young for that.
I know, yeah, but hey, we think of it in a couple of years.
So we got some little clips, and it's kind of put together, but we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun visiting that day, and we was just all fortunate to be there with them when they attended here. I will send you the video, okay? And that way you'll have your own. And okay. So this event is being live streamed for family and friends who cannot attend, and it will be recorded. So if someone misses it, you can go back and rewatch it. And Mr. Ford Edwards, he will be taking the photos throughout the ceremony to help preserve all of the memories today. And we want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Reverend Miller for offering our opening invocation and reminding us of the deep responsibility nurses carry in the lives of those they serve. And since I've been here today, I got my 10-year pin. Reverend Miller has been at every ceremony that we've had here. So he's been right here with us. We also extend a thank you to the music department, Mr. Ford Edwards and Mr. Jesse Barton from IT Services for their contributions and ensuring that everything runs smoothly today. Now, you saw on your program that we've got a few people that's going to welcome you here today. So first, I would like to introduce Dr. DJ Washington. He is the 20th president of Union Commonwealth University. And over the past year, and under Dr. Washington's guidance, Union Commonwealth has embraced a renewed mission of innovation, unity, and service. In the spring 2025 issue of the Union Commonwealth University magazine, he wrote, "At Union Commonwealth University, we are re-energized to unite for the common good, and we are reimagining what's possible for our campus, our community, and our world." Dr. Washington's presence on campus has been a catalyst for change, needed change, and we are grateful for his steadfast support of the nursing program. Please welcome Dr. DJ Washington.
Well, congratulations to the class of 2025, and congratulations to each and every one of you, to our faculty, our amazing faculty, our campus minister, our interim provost, to our trustees. I know our board chair is here with us this afternoon as well, and to each of our family and friends. I know that you don't walk this show alone. I know that there's parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and everyone that's here to support you every step of the way. And we are just blessed, fortunate, and proud to be looking at 22 of the greatest nurses that are to become and do everything that you want to do, whether that's in life, whether that's in your profession, whether that's throughout your family, whatever your accolades and dreams are. It's really going to be great just to kind of see you go and do what I know that you are capable of doing. So congratulations to you and your families. And I know how special of a day this is. We cannot be, any more proud than Edna and Jerry Mann and the Mann family for their contributions to this program. There are many students, not only across southeastern Kentucky, but across the country that typically will come into our program that sometimes Jerry and Edna's gift allows the opportunity for many of our students to be able to afford a quality education and instruction such as Union. We are looking forward to continuing that legacy in the future and offering more resources and more funding and more opportunities for all of our nursing students to come. So thank you for paving the way. Thank you for being the eyes and the ears of the future nurses to come, and just always know that your legacy is being set each and every day as you go out and you represent your profession and Union Commonwealth University with all of your heart. Thank you. We love you. Congratulations.
Up next, I would like to welcome Dr. David Powell, who has served as our provost throughout this academic year. Dr. Powell's leadership has guided all academic programs throughout this time of transition with clarity and care. He has been a dedicated supporter of the nursing program and an advocate for students and faculty success across the university. As Dr. Powell concludes his service with Union Commonwealth University at the end of this academic year, we extend our deepest appreciation for his contributions and wish him all the best in his future endeavors. He will be missed. Please welcome Dr. David Powell.
Thank you, Lisa. I've got some thoughts. I want to congratulate you all, obviously, on your accomplishment, making it to the end of the road, the end of this program. Also want to congratulate you on entering into the world's last 100% AI-proof profession. We're at a cusp of something big in human society. I think we know where things are kind of heading. But I look at lists, I'm kind of curious what our graduates are going to do in our different programs, what prospects they have down the line. And if you look at lists of professions that are not going to be touched by AI, artificial intelligence, that's y'all, all right? Actually, nursing professors are like number 5 on the list. So you guys are pretty safe too. Yeah. But no, financial analysts, they're gone. Data scientists, they're gone. I am a former English professor, and I regret to inform you that the last English professor has already been born, all right? But the last nurse hasn't. The last nursing professor hasn't. That's going to endure. And I've got a few thoughts as to why. First off, just robots aren't there yet, all right? There are things that you will be doing that we can't automate. We have any Star Wars fans here? Hey, okay, we got a few. I know we got Dr. Pearson back there. Somehow we talk about Star Wars at least once a week. But you remember that scene in episode 4 where Princess Leia's in the holding cell and that little robot comes in to like torture and interrogate her. They're trying to get information out of her. And the robot's got a big needle sticking out of the side of it, poking her. It's the scariest scene in any Star Wars movie, right? Yeah. No one wants to see a robot coming at them with a needle, right? We can't do that. We can't automate that, right? And we're never going to get to that point. I think the second reason that your profession endures is accountability, right? We need actual people in this role. Can computers fly planes? Yeah, they can. Do I still want someone in the box up front? Yeah, I do, right? We need an actual person at the stick. And then finally, human touch. And I don't just mean that in the cheesy, touchy-feely sense of human touch. I mean that a little bit, right? When people are in a state of crisis, right, when they're in distress, they need someone there who's going to tell them, how it's going to be okay, or at least be there with them when it's not going to be okay, right? But I also mean that in a more practical sense. There are things that people can do for other people that automation can't do, that computers can't do, that technology can't do, right? And that's you. People heal when they're around other people. People wither when they're not around other people. I was in a meeting just yesterday afternoon, and there were 2 recruiters from Dell Computers in this session, and they said that they have cut data scientists and computer programmers in recent years. You know who they can't staff? Salespeople, right? Because you need salespeople to talk to other people, right? You actually need that human interaction. There are some things that we just can't automate. I don't know if we've got any fans of The Office, but I would love for that show to have gone a little bit farther, because we had the episode where Dwight went up against the website, but I would love to see Michael Scott versus AI in a sales competition. I don't know, I probably just lost a few of you because not everybody watches The Office, but that's all right. Some of you got it, and the ones who needed to hear that heard that. All right. But anyway, you guys are in a really, really good spot, and I know you're at the beginning of bright careers. I'm excited for you. I know your families are very excited for you. The entire Union Commonwealth University family is excited for you. Today here at the pinning ceremony, this is an ancient tradition. Pinning ceremony goes back to the Middle Ages. The profession itself is much older than that, but it's also a profession that will be here for a long time to come. So thank you all. Congratulations, and I'll see you at graduation tomorrow. Also, geese. I was asked to shoehorn a reference to geese. It's an inside joke. Apparently, my predecessor always talked about geese as a metaphor for nurses. I don't know, you stick together like geese or something, you work together. So, geese also, don't forget. All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Powell. Next up, we want to welcome Dr. Joseph Pearson. He's the Associate Provost for the College of Arts and Sciences and Associate Professor of History. Dr. Pearson plays a vital role in overseeing the academic disciplines that serve as the foundation of the nursing curriculum. The College of Arts and Sciences equips our students with the broad-based knowledge and perspective needed to become not only skilled clinicians, but compassionate, well-rounded healthcare leaders. We are grateful for Dr. Pearson's leadership and his commitment to fostering strong academic connections that support the success of our nursing students. Please welcome Dr. Joseph Pearson.
Hi. I just want to build on a couple of things that you've heard already and make way for the meat of the program, which is to honor all of you. First of all, I congratulate every single one of you, your family, your friends, your loved ones. This is hard, what you're doing, what you've done. This is hard. It's supposed to be. We trust nurses with some of the most intimate, important moments of our lives. When our children are born, when we have any kind of injury, illness, something significant that requires medical care, when our loved ones die, a nurse is there. When my children were born, a nurse was there. When my mother passed away, a nurse was there. So this is hard. These ladies and others, they made this hard on purpose. But you persevered through that, and I congratulate you for that. That's how winning is done. It's what you do when things get hard that matters. Do you quit? Do you stop? Or do you keep going until you sit right here? So I asked her for 90 seconds. Didn't know if she meant that quite literally, but here we are. I urge every single one of y'all to celebrate today, to relish today, to take pictures more than you ever needed, to hire that photographer, to come along our beautiful grounds here and get every picture you want and to blow it up on social media, in books, whatever you got to do. Buy a meal you can only afford once a month, right? Absolutely. Tell everybody. Remember days like today, because as you go into your lives, it'll get hard again. There are times when things won't go your way, when it seems like things are, kind of going sideways. Look back to these times, to times when you faced challenges and you persevered, when it was hard and you wept, literally, and you wanted to quit and you didn't. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do with it, how you handle your circumstances that defines who you want to be and who you are. And so, nurses, family, all of your faculty to help to get you here, everything you've done to get here, the Mann family and others that supported you along the way, I salute you.
My name is Amanda Hensley. I'm an assistant professor in the Edna Jenkins Mann School of Nursing. Your students have just achieved the hardest bachelor's degree to get. They have worked long hours, they've studied, they've spent hours in a skills lab practicing, they've spent hours in the classroom, they've spent hours in your local hospitals taking care of our community, and we've challenged them, and they rose to it. They accepted it, and they conquered it, and they're complete. They've finished. It's truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate their hard work, their dedication, their perseverance of our senior nursing students. It's also my pleasure to explain the significance of the nursing pin that they will receive this evening. The pin was created to honor our graduates with symbolism representative of their journey into the field of nursing. The lamp in the center of the pin represents nursing and is derived from Florence Nightingale. The mountains represent the Appalachian region we serve. The large U in the center of the seal represents Kentucky's first college in the mountains. The letters BSN represent Bachelor of Science in Nursing, the degree conferred on our graduates. The circle around the seal represents a nurse's constant commitment to the profession and their patients. The Edna Jenkins Mann School of Nursing is named for the Union College trustee who had the vision to create this program. This pin connects each graduate to a proud legacy of nurses who came before them. As you receive the pin, may you accept it with honor and commitment, knowing it represents not only your accomplishments, but the lives that you are destined to touch.
Okay, so the class has met our keynote speaker, right? Do you remember? Okay. So we are fortunate to have Miss Nikki Abner. She is a 2021 Union Commonwealth University BSN graduate, give this keynote tonight. Nikki will share with our students her continual growth while in the program and following graduation here at Union Commonwealth University. Nikki serves as a nurse at St. Joseph in London, where she is known for her compassion, clinical excellence, and dedication to patient care. A proud mother of 3 energetic daughters, ages 11, 7, and 2, Nikki balances her career and family with grace and determination. In addition to her role at the bedside, Nikki holds multiple certifications and is just 2 months away from completing her master's degree in healthcare policy and leadership. I look back through the records today of exactly where you're sitting today, and we asked for your philosophies. I got my last philosophy from one of the students yesterday. I got all 22. And I pulled Nikki's up from 2021, because I keep everything. If you ask me for something, I'm probably going to have it, years later. And so where you're sitting today, that's where Nikki was at, and this was part of her philosophy. I believe nursing is a profession that completely takes over your sense of being. To create a person who wakes up every day and is willing to give their entire day or night to care for someone they've never even met. This speaks volumes. It's about care. It's about compassion for others. It is my honor to welcome one of our own back home to Union, Miss Nikki Abner, wife, mother, nurse, leader, and lifelong learner. Welcome, Miss Nikki.
First time for everything. Good evening, everyone. It is such an incredible honor to be here today, not just as a speaker, but as someone who once sat exactly where you are sitting now. I am a proud Union College nursing alumni. I know firsthand the sacrifice, the struggle, and the strength it takes to earn that pin. Let me share with you a little about my journey. When I was in nursing school, I was juggling more than just classes. I was raising children, I was working, I was managing a household, doing everything I could to keep my head above water. Although there were days I felt like I was drowning, I pulled it together and I showed up anyway. After graduation, just one more step, the NCLEX. I failed 4 times. Each time, it felt like air was being knocked out of me. I started to question if I was good enough, strong enough, or smart enough to be a nurse. There was a little voice in the back of my head that said, yeah, you're there. And in my heart, I knew this was my calling. On the 5th try, I passed. That time wasn't just about a test. It was about believing in myself, and that is what I want you to hear today. Nursing school isn't for everyone. This is hard, and you just did it. You're here today. You've already conquered something absolutely extraordinary. This pin you are about to receive represents more than just academic achievement. It represents resilience, the late nights, all the early mornings, the missed family events, and the moments where you almost gave up, but you didn't. You pushed through, you showed up, and you are, told you, first time. You proved that you are exactly who this profession needs. Now, as you step into the world as new nurses, I want you to remember this. Your journey matters. Your story matters. Whether you passed every exam with flying colors or you barely scraped by, whether you did it in perfect timing or you took the long winding road, you are worthy of this moment. You will be the nurse who understands what it means to fight, to struggle, to care, and to never give up. So congratulations, class of 2025. From one union nurse to another, welcome to the profession. I'm proud of you, your family, your professor, all of your friends. They're proud of you because you did it. You've earned every second of this moment, so embrace it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nikki. We cannot speak about the growth and success of our students here at Union, Commonwealth University, without extending a thank you to those who have guided them along the way. First, we recognize our outstanding nursing faculty and our dedicated admin assistant, Ms. Brisja Brewer. Her commitment to student success shines every day. Brisja, would you please stand and stay standing? Now I'd like to invite our nursing faculty to stand as I call their names. Professor Myrtle Jackson, Professor Karen Wynn, Professor Lindsey Frazier, Professor Amanda Hensley, and Professor Rebekah Aker. Graduates, please join me in giving a round of applause for your exceptional leaders. We would also wish to acknowledge the vital role that our clinical partners, the hospitals, clinics, community agencies, and the many dedicated nurses who have mentored, challenged, and inspired our students throughout their clinical training. Your generosity in sharing your time and expertise has left a lasting impression on our students. And to the families, the coaches, the faculty members, and the loved ones, both present with us today and joining virtually, your encouragement, sacrifices, and steadfast belief in these graduates have been the foundation of their journey. They couldn't have done it without you. Graduates, please join me again in offering another round of applause to all those who have contributed to your success today. Okay, so today, this is my last time saying anything. I promise I'm going to sit down. We're going to get it on to what's important. Today, we gather not only to celebrate the academic achievements of our nursing graduates, but also to honor your profound purpose behind the chosen path, a path grounded in compassion, healing, and service to others. So what does it mean to be a nursing graduate in the lives of others? First, it means having a heart overflowing with compassion. It's about seeing beyond symptoms and diagnoses to understand the human being behind them. It's about recognizing their fears, their pain, and their hopes, and responding with a listening ear, a steady hand, and a reassuring voice. It also means having empathy, the ability to step into someone else's experience and respond with kindness, understanding, and dignity. It's about advocating for your patients, respecting their voices, and honoring their stories. Nursing is not just about physical care, it's about being a light in dark moments, a source of encouragement when hope feels lost, a quiet strength in times of uncertainty, and it's about reminding people that they are not alone. You're there with them. In the lives of others, nurses are heroes, not always with headlines or recognition, but through the quiet daily moments of compassion and care that change the lives that you care for. So today, as we celebrate you, the class of 2025, let us recognize not only what you have accomplished, but the impact you are prepared to take. You're entering a profession that is sacred, demanding, but truly rewarding. As you receive your pen today, remember the meaning behind it. This is more than a symbol of achievement. It is a pledge to uphold the trust of your patients and families. In this chapel, you're surrounded, again, by a community that shares your dreams with you, your struggles. They go through your victories with you. The bond will stay with you long after today, grounding you in purpose and reminding you of where you began. Each year, I close with the words of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Live life when you have it. Life is a splendid gift. There is nothing small about it. Congratulations on earning your pen. You are truly blessed.
Congratulations, graduates. I want you to take a moment for me. Think back to, in URS 302, your very first clinical day. Do y'all remember that? Wasn't that good times? One of my favorite things as a professor of nursing is watching you guys grow in the clinical setting. You all know that's where my heart is, right? I love the clinical setting. So I want you to take a moment and just think about where you started and where you're at now and how far you've come. It's something to be very proud of. Okay, so next we will begin the presentation of pens. The nursing faculty will first read the student nursing philosophy. Following this, each graduate's name will be announced individually. The graduate will come up forward, accompanied by their chosen family members or friends who will perform the penning, and Mr. Edwards will capture this special moment in photographs, okay? First, I believe one of the greatest callings in life is to treat others with dignity and respect, especially those who are sick, dying, or marginalized. Inspired by my faith and the examples of loved ones, I feel called to serve others, knowing that in doing so, I am also serving God. Hunter Baker, and he is being penned by his mother and father, Barry and Jennifer Baker. Throughout the entirety of my life and my journey to becoming a registered nurse, I have had a strong desire to serve Christ by serving his people and to make a lasting positive impact on their lives. My nursing philosophy is driven by the fact that everyone deserves someone to be a light and to be there for them on both the best days and the hardest days of their lives. In my role as a nurse, I am blessed with the opportunity to be the person for every single one of my clients every day that I am within the nursing profession, and I am both extremely humble and honored to have this great privilege. Claire Belcher, and she's going to be penned by her mother, Tracy Belcher. I was drawn to nursing because I've always felt a calling to care for others with empathy and compassion, especially during their most difficult moments. I am committed to approaching each individual with dignity, understanding, and emotional support, knowing that kindness can be just as healing as medicine. Joy Bradshaw, and she's going to be penned by her mother and father, Joe and Robin Bradshaw. When I think about nursing as a profession, I think about noble, selfless, and passionate people that have revolved their life around the betterment of this world and the health of people. I'm going to be so proud to be able to call myself a nurse because I'm going to be a person that people look to for help and compassion. I have always wanted to be a person that makes a big impact on people, and for me, I have found a way to do that through nursing and healthcare. I have told that one person is unable to change the world, that it is hard to make a true difference, but in nursing, I will be able to change at least one person's world and their life, and that feels like enough for me. As a nurse, I want to be someone's light on one of the darkest days of their life while they are sick in the hospital or losing a loved one or losing their life. I will make sure that my patients know that they have the right to make decisions around their care. I will make decisions to do good for them and to do no harm. I will be honest with them and keep the promise I make to them. I want my patients to know that the care that I am providing is fair for everyone, no matter their socioeconomic status, race, gender, religion, or ethnicity. I want to be the nurse that my colleagues look up to regarding patient care, how I treat and advocate for others. As a nurse, it is important to me that my colleagues and patients trust me to make the best decisions I can for them. As I start my career, I am so excited to be able to show people that I was meant to be a nurse, that it is more than job for me. This is what I was called to do. Ashley Coughing. She's going to be penned by her sister, Brianna Coughing, and her boyfriend, Stephen Walker. I believe that nursing isn't just a profession, but a calling to serve others with empathy and kindness. For years, I have questioned what my purpose is in life. I have found that my calling is to be a nurse. I knew from a very young age that I loved to care for others, but didn't realize what my heart was truly set on until a few years ago. I found my love for nursing when I began caring for those I love the most, my family. I didn't think about how much my family had an impact on my nursing career until my grandfather passed away unexpectedly. After he passed, I felt that I owed it to him to keep pushing and be the nurse that he wanted me to be. I strive daily to make him proud as he looks down seeing all my accomplishments as I continue to do so as I move on through this life. I am committed to continuous learning and professional growth and to seek out opportunities to expand my knowledge and skills. Amber Combs, and Amber's going to be penned by her mother and father, Roy and Crystal Combs.
From a young age, I always felt a deep calling to become a nurse, believing that through this role I can faithfully serve God by caring for His people with compassion and grace. My desire is to be the nurse who brings comfort and a sense of safety to those who are afraid, and to be a source of light and hope for those in need. My greatest aspiration is to work in the neonatal intensive care unit, where I find true purpose in providing critical care to newborns, offering not just medical support, but also comfort, reassurance, and love to both the infants and their families. It is an honor and privilege to be a part of their journey, providing them with the care they deserve during such a vulnerable time. Mackenzie Taylor Couch. Penning Taylor is her mother Tina Couch and sister Tori Couch. As I reflect on my journey at Union, I recall entering as a freshman with the goal of successfully completing nursing school to make my family and friends proud. From a young age, I have always possessed a strong desire to help and care for others to the best of my ability. I am pleased to share that I have had many opportunities to care for others, working as a nurse extern, working at the Barberville Health and Rehabilitation Center in Barberville, Kentucky. Michaela Cox. Penny Michaela is her mother, Mandy Cox. My nursing philosophy has a solid foundation of compassion and caring for others. Nursing is caring beyond the mind, emotion, and body. It extends into empathy and passion. Empathy is vital in a therapeutic relationship. When you accept a patient as an assignment, they are much more than a nursing assignment. They are someone's father, mother, and child. I will advocate by showing kindness and compassion as I would for any of my own family members. Our role as nurses goes beyond medical care. It extends to being a source of comfort, emotional support, and advocacy for patients in their time of need. As the famous Florence Nightingale said herself, let whoever is in charge keep this simple question in her head. Not, how can I always do this right thing myself, but how can I provide this right thing to be always done? As this nursing philosophy is my guide, I will care for all my patients equally and treat them with respect and prioritize their needs by actively listening to my patients' and families' concerns. I strive to create an understanding environment for my patients where they can always feel safe and valued in their time of need. Summer Parton. Pinning Summer is her mother and father, Kelly and Melissa Parton. I want to be the kind of nurse who leads with empathy, patience, and a genuine commitment to helping others heal. My goal is to care for every patient with the same compassion and respect I would give my own family. Through my actions, I hope to honor my papa's memory and make him proud. His strength and love continue to guide me, and I will carry that with me into every step of this journey. Chelsea Haig. Pinning Chelsea is her husband Benjamin and parents Michelle and Jason. I believe the foundation of nursing is providing compassionate care and meeting the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of patients. I had a positive and caring hospital experience with the birth of my oldest daughter that opened my eyes, and it was then that I realized I wanted to be that nurse for my future patients. It feels relieving to reach the end of my nursing school journey, and I'm very eager to learn and improve throughout my future. Emily Henson. Pinning Emily is daughters Ella and Everly, husband Devin, and her mother Marlene. And we have our youngest person pinning a nursing student today. How old is Everly, Emily? 10 days old.
My philosophy is shaped by my love for family, passion for helping others, and commitment to ensuring that every patient feels valued and respected. I view nursing as a vocation that allows me to impact individuals and their families positively. My philosophy blends familial values with caregiving. I aim to provide compassionate, individualized care that makes patients feel supported, ultimately creating a lasting impact through empathy and advocacy. Mercedes King. Penning Mercedes is her mother, Chastity King, and son, Baker. My personal nursing philosophy is when you lead with your heart, your knowledge follows. Nursing is a special job that is done by special people. It takes kind, caring, and strong people to do nursing. When you combine education with a compassionate heart, it makes an unstoppable nurse. Taya Laws. Penning Taya tonight is her grandmother, Easter Laws. As a nurse, I believe that caring for others is an absolute privilege that must be carried out with compassion, empathy, respect, and integrity. I've known that nursing was my calling since I was a little girl. My initial inspiration came from my mother, who has been a nurse for over 30 years. Growing up in a household filled with empathy, kindness, compassion, and strength deeply shaped who I am today. Patient advocacy and meaningful connection are the foundations of how I strive to make a real difference in my nursing practice. Megan McGinley. Penning Megan is her mother, Karen McGinley. Nursing is more than a profession to me. It is a calling shaped by my personal experiences with illness, healing, and loss. Witnessing my grandmother's battle with stage 4 gallbladder cancer and my grandfather's journey with lung cancer gave me a deep appreciation for the power of both medicine and faith. My grandmother's recovery showed me the strength of perseverance, while my grandfather's passing taught me the importance of compassion and presence in a patient's final moments. Through these experiences, I understood nurses' vital role, not just as caregivers, but as advocates, educators, sources of comfort. I strive to be the nurse who listens, reassures, and stands by their side. Jo Emily Miller. Penning Jo Emily tonight is her mother, Lori Miller, grandmother, Joanne Miller, and her fiance, Brent Martin.
My passion has always been to help people. When I was 16, the Lord spoke to me and told me my ministry is in nursing. I started working as a CNA and fell in love with the job. I knew I needed to further my education to help my patients more than I could now. I want to give God all the praise and glory for this success. He taught me the importance of His timing and what it means to be in the center of His will. Lindsey Mink. Pinning Lindsey is her mother and father, Greg and Christy Mink. Nursing to me is a calling to serve, heal, and advocate for the well-being of all people, especially marginalized individuals and communities who have long faced stigma, systemic barriers, and inequities in healthcare. I strive to uplift, empower, and honor the legacy of those who fought for access, dignity, and representation by providing compassionate, culturally responsive care that meets both physical and mental health needs. Destiny Salter. As a daughter of Hispanic parents, I was rooted in the values of hard work, humility, and respect for community and family. Growing up, I saw how language, cultural differences, and limited access to resources could impact the quality of care my family received. These experiences drive my commitment to becoming a nurse who provides culturally competent, respectful, and compassionate care to every patient. I believe that nursing is more than a profession. It is a privilege to care for others during the most vulnerable moments, to be a voice for the unheard and a bridge between communities. Through every patient interaction, I carry my heritage with pride and strive to deliver care that uplifts, empowers, and honors the diverse stories people bring with them. Rosalinda Sanchez. Pinning Rosalinda is her mother, Adriana Villaferte, and father, Alfredo Sanchez. I view each patient as a unique person with their own life story, goals, and values that I want to honor. I'm committed to showing up and doing everything I can to provide the best care possible. As a nurse, I aspire to be the light in times of darkness, offering comfort, hope, and healing in the spirit of love and faith. Zoe Shepard. Pinning Zoe is her mother and father, Dylan and Mindy Dixon.
Growing up, I always knew I wanted to impact people's lives. Thanks to a career fair in 7th grade, I realized that becoming a nurse was the path for me.
The most fulfilling part is seeing the joy on patients and their families' faces when their loved one's health improves. The ultimate goal is to do my best to help improve the health of people who need care. I look forward to helping others in any way, every chance I get. Jeffrey Caden Sons. Pinning Caden is his mother and father, Jeff and Stacy Sons, and brother, Theron Sons. Growing up, I have been surrounded by the medical field, with my mother being a nurse, my brother being in PT, and sister studying to be a doctor. I thought I wanted to do computer science like my father, however, quickly realized it was unenjoyable. After my first clinical rotation, I realized I wanted to be a nurse. I want to be and to treat my patients both physically and emotionally. Riley Yolande. Pinning Riley is his mother and father, Rico and Cynthia Yolande. Being vulnerable is never easy. Being able to realize you need help from others to be healthy and live a better lifestyle is never easy. I have the willpower, though, through nursing, to touch a life in a way that can change a life forever, not only physically, medically, surgically, but in a way some often forget is just as important, emotionally. Alexis Vall. Pinning Alexis is her sister, Kylie Vall. As I embark on my journey as a graduating nurse, I enter the nursing profession with a deep sense of responsibility and a commitment to providing compassionate care to those in need. I embrace a nursing philosophy rooted in empathy, advocacy, collaboration, and continuous growth. I believe that nursing is more of a calling rather than a decision. Ever since I can remember, I have been interested in healthcare and had the desire for the ability to be able to help others. Now I have a much deeper understanding of the career and know that every day I may be able to touch a life, but also a life may touch mine. Your patients may even forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. I am honored to be able to join this classification of nurses who embody these values. Ultimately, I aim to make a meaningful difference in the lives of individuals, families, and communities by promoting health, healing, and well-being. Taylor Watson. Pinning Taylor is her mother and father, Jason and Jennifer Watson, and nephew, Kaysen. I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys. Next are our awards. The first award tonight is to the presentation of the Nursing Student Nurses Association. The cords go to the officers, so as I call your name, just come up on the stage, and then I'll put your cords on and we'll take a picture. President, Jo Emily Miller. Secretary, Summer Parton. Treasurer, Taylor Couch. Committee Coordinator, Ashley Coughing.
The Academic Excellence Award recognizes a student who has a distinguished academic record and who exemplifies the spirit of professional nursing. The award goes to Claire Belcher.
The 110% Effort Award recognizes a student who gave 110% in effort and worked to reach their full potential, growth, and commitment to the nursing field. The award this year goes to Jo Emily Miller. In recognition of our Honors Day Convocation Awards, we would like to recognize the following students with a plaque. Claire Belcher, Leadership in Nursing Award, given to the senior BSN student who is a leader among her peers in the School of Nursing, the college, the community, and the profession, exhibiting leadership, commitment, and mentoring accomplishments. Alexis Vall, Clinical Excellence in Nursing Award, given to the senior BSN student who best exemplifies caring in nursing situations, demonstrated through competence and in-depth knowledge of the science of art and nursing. All right, students, this is getting towards the end. Y'all ready? Do you want to stand up? And on the back of your program is the Nightingale Pledge. If you will turn to the audience. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I shall abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and shall not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I shall do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in all family affairs coming to my knowledge and in the practice of my calling. I shall be loyal to my work and devoted towards the welfare of those committed in my care.
Hi guys, I'm Jo Emily Miller, also the president of the nursing club. As a class, we have decided to do senior superlatives, so we're going to do that now. Chelsea, if you don't mind. Yeah, 'cause I'll hand them to you. First, we have IV Queen. That is Miss Michaela Cox. Sorry. Next, we have Swaddle Specialist, Miss Taylor Couch. We have Baby Whisperer to Miss Emily Henson. Social Butterfly, Miss Amber Combs. Night Owl Extraordinaire, Miss Taya Laws. Most likely to finish an exam in 10 minutes, Miss Megan McGinley. Adrenaline Junkie, Miss Ashley Coughing. IV King, Mr. Caden Sons. Most Compassionate, we have Miss Rosalinda Sanchez. Birthday Specialist, we have Miss Alexis Vole. Most likely to challenge a doctor, we have Miss Summer Parton. Most likely to float to every unit, we have Miss Taylor Watson.
Most likely to pray for their patient, we have Miss Lindsey Mink. Most likely to stay calm during a code, Mr. Riley Ulande. Most caffeinated, we have Mr. Hunter Baker. Most likely to have a picture of her dog on her badge reel, Miss Zoe Shepard. Most likely to send funny TikToks to the physician, Claire Belcher. Most likely to spend their paycheck at the hospital coffee shop, Miss Sadie King. Most likely to be a travel nurse, Miss Joey Bradshaw. Most likely to take her patient to a country concert with her, Miss Chelsea Haig Hall. And then myself, most likely to color code the notes while recording a code. If you would, join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today with hearts full of gratitude and joy. Thank you for guiding us through this journey, through every challenge, every lesson, every long night, and every small victory that brought us to this moment. Lord, we give you thanks for the incredible people you placed in our path. For Dr. Abner, Miss Brewer, Professor Aker, Professor Frazier, Professor Hensley, Professor Jackson, and Professor Wynn. Thank you for their wisdom, patience, and dedication. Through them, you've shaped not only our minds, but our hearts. Thank you for every opportunity we've had to grow, to serve, and to learn what it means to truly care. Thank you for the strength that carried us through, and for the classmates who became like family, even one a blessing and a reminder that we were never alone. As we move forward to this profession, may we always remember why we began, to bring healing, compassion, and hope. Let us be your hands and feet in the world. May our work bring glory to your name, and may we serve every patient with love, humility, and integrity. We dedicate this chapter to you, Lord. Let us be lights in the darkness, comfort in pain, and instruments of your grace. In your name we pray. Amen.